everyone. First of all, welcome back to episode 2 to Fresh Off the Bluff. And if you're returning for episode 2, thank you so much. It means so much to us, doesn't it, Suzanne? Yeah, if you made it to episode 2, we're very excited. We're very happy to talk about the next topic, and that is about being a CBC and going through the holidays. And by holidays, we're talking about all sorts of holidays, and that require the big feast dinner. I know growing up, my favorite is actually eating turkey. So I actually really like eating turkey during Thanksgiving or through Christmas. How about you? Did you?
Versus me, I never had turkey. Ever.
What's wrong with you? Why?
I only had turkey if I went to, I don't even know. I don't think I ever had turkey at a restaurant.
A restaurant? Where?
I don't know.
In Squamish? Where?
No, maybe in Vancouver. No, we were hot pot people. Every Chinese New Year, Christmas, any big celebration, hot pot.
Oh my god, that infuriates me. I'm just kidding.
Hot pot.
Yeah, sometimes my sister would suggest to have hot pot during those types of holidays, and I'm like, why? We're Asian, we're Chinese, like we have hot pot all the time. Why do we have to have it during this time? I don't ask for much. I just want my turkey during Thanksgiving,
which is totally fair.
And right, because you don't get turkey very often, first of all.
No.
So to get turkey, I can only get turkey during the month of October and December time, just in between those times. But I mean, nowadays I pick and choose. I either just do turkey during Thanksgiving or Christmas. I don't do both because then it's an overkill of turkey, and I have obviously so many leftovers, and I can't eat it all in time. And then now my husband is getting sick of turkey, and then I have to freeze it. So I get it. I have to portion control now, but I love turkey during the day, during that time. I love turkey during the day.
Me too. During the day, all day,
not
every
nighttime,
day.
not nighttime though.
I think for us, it was hot pot because it was easy, and B, we were always having huge family functions. Like it was just too many people almost. Like we always had aunts and uncles and cousins, and I couldn't imagine my mom ever making a turkey for that many people.
Like, but the turkey is huge.
You would need a huge freaking turkey to feed all of those mouths. And we're also like celebrating a lot of the time in Vancouver, and all of those like aunts and uncles were super Asian. I don't think
okay. So like that type of Western meal wasn't really maybe their thing either.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so at all. So it's not something that we never really celebrated those big occasions in Squamish.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. We were usually in the city because we had all of our family in the city, or all of my extended family.
I'm the complete opposite. I think because also like my side of the family that lived here are also very westernized as well too. So we would have a turkey dinner even at their family household, and inviting other family members too. Because it was like my dad's side of the family, there's so many brothers and sisters and cousins. There would always be that type of dinner. But then they would also incorporate Chinese dishes as well too. Like there would always be rice. There would always be some sort of like shiitake mushroom dish. There'd always be some sort of braised beef and daikon dish of some sort. But there would always be turkey, at least during that time. But then I also really love Lunar New Year meal. I think other than turkey, Lunar New Year meal is probably one of my favorites because it has all the types of food on it, like all the protein. I love the fish. I love the chicken, the duck.
Okay, but you have to explain what kind of dishes you're talking about. So like pork belly.
The roasted pork. The roasted pork. If we're gonna go,
soy sauce chicken.
But if we're gonna go down the Chinese barbecue, that's a whole new topic. Like I'll just say that barbecue duck is probably my favorite, and then roasted pork is probably my second favorite. But I love the steamed fish. My favorite is the Buddha's feast. Do you know what that is?
Is it vegetarian?
Yeah.
Sounds pretty vegetarian to me. I think like temple style, you know?
What gave it away? Buddha's feast. The Buddha's feast is the one that has the fungus mushroom.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, it has the
The
lotus
bamboo
root.
shoots. Yeah. Okay.
All that fixing. It has the vermicelli.
Mhm.
My
Yes.
mom used to make it all the time. It is actually one of my favorites. So it does. It's very hearty and it has all the fixings in it. But I love the Lunar New Year because it literally have every single dish in it. And of course, in a Chinese fashion, everything has a meaning to it. What does it mean? I cannot tell you right now. I'd have to Google it. And yeah, so anyways.
Plates of oranges? Anybody? A plate of orange?
It's not oranges, it's mandarins.
Mandarin oranges. Candles. Pictures
Candles
of our ancestors.
Now, I love Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year growing up, but it was really hard for me to express that during in school because, nobody knew what that was. And during at home, it'd be a really exciting time. We have all these traditions, whether for cleaning or sweeping or, doing all these things to get ready, wearing red and gold and all that stuff. And then, getting the red pockets prepped, getting our house prepped, getting the flowers ready and everything. But going at school, they're like, what's going on at home? And they would just never understand. It would be really hard to explain as well without them being confused or concerned. We did
The washing the hair.
I think no cutting your hair either is a big thing, right? No cleaning, no cutting your hair is a big thing.
And I think the majority of those traditions was so that you don't cut your luck off, wash your luck away.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Or sweep out the luck.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. But going out to Vancouver was obviously fun because then you see all the festivities. And then did you ever go to the markets, like
all the time?
Right?
We spent so much time in Chinatown.
Yeah.
During the Lunar New Year. It was like crazy. I loved it there. It was always the markets and the line dancing.
Oh yeah.
And our uncle had a little store in Chinatown, and he sold jewelry.
Oh.
And we would always go visit him first and see what little picks of jewelry that we could, that he was willing to give to us. And then we would check out the night market and then watch all the shows.
Oh, like all the performances.
All the performances. We would watch. That was like amazing. That was our celebration.
In Chinatown, like there was
there's a main strip.
Right.
Can't remember the name of the road. I could point it to you and be like, "That's the one."
No, because I remember at Peony, they would have those stalls and stuff. I think it was like at the Coliseum where they would open up for the Lunar New Year festival, and you would have all these things going on. It was either there or it would happen in Richmond. I remember going to Richmond.
Okay.
At Aberdeen when they used to host it. But I do remember Chinatown. I just couldn't remember exactly which building it was, and I bet my husband probably knows because he probably went to it as well too. So I would have to double check on that where it was, but I do remember all the festivities happening. And then Choi San Ye, the money god, who would come and give you $1 red envelopes. But really, and they used to give out money. They used to give out real money, maybe $2 or
but then
$1.
It became the chocolate.
No, it became that hard candy. Oh yeah, they also give the money coin too.
Yeah, the money coin.
The pirate coins.
Yeah,
the pirate coins. They used to give you the pirate coins, but they also gave the red candy, the good luck candy.
Oh yeah.
That was strawberry flavor.
Yes,
those were good.
Those were good.
Yeah. I mean, I like the white rabbit candy as well too, but I think I liked the the red strawberry candy because it was milky.
Yeah, those were really good. So back in the day, Vancouver was not what it was today because it was so much cleaner. Chinatown was so lively, and the strip. I remember when I was really young, elementary school, young.
Mm-hmm.
There was an entire strip, the blocks of Chinatown just completely closed off to all the cars. and it would be the night market was just like all the way down from the residential area all the way down to, I don't know, where the road ends almost. And
That's
then
true.
slowly, every year we would go, or every so often that we would go, it would just become shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter until it was like down to one block, which was really sad.
Oh, I think I know what you mean
Yeah,
now.
right?
Nowadays, it's not safe. It's not safe to like have the whole festival, the night market there now. But I
Mm-hmm.
do remember seeing the people playing like a Chinese instrument. I thought that was really cool. I like seeing the
Oh,
performances.
yeah, the drums.
Yes, and even the lion dance as always too, because
Mm-hmm.
you don't get to see that all the time. And then they play games. I remember one year, I think I want to say it was Richmond, and my aunts and uncles took me out to go to the festival in Richmond. And if anybody watched TVV, you would know that there was this game show host called the Super Trio. Did you ever watch the Super Trio? It's with like Sun Ziwei, not Leslie, what's his name? Eric Sang. And he did the Zhang Wunyan. It was like a game show.
Mm-hmm.
And he came to Vancouver one time in Richmond to do that mini game show with his other co-host. And I was like, whoa. That was my first time seeing kind of like a TVB, like Hong Kong celebrity. And they actually came to Richmond. But of course, I was in the back row and I couldn't really see much because I was so young at that time. I was maybe 10. But I was so excited. And I just thought, I'm like, oh my God, I want to play, but I don't know what you're going to say anyways. But I want the money. I want the lycee. Give me the lycee.
No, I never experienced any of that. I think we mainly just stayed in Chinatown. That was it.
That was it.
Every year.
You never ventured out to Richmond.
No, I don't think so. Maybe just for the night market, like the actual night market,
Mm-hmm.
but never during Chinese New Year.
What about today? Is there any traditions that you still do today from what you and your family did?
Hot pot.
Wait, did you have hot pot this year for Christmas dinner?
No. Okay, Christmas dinner was really sad this year.
Oh no! Oh right.
Yeah, don't even ask. We were so sick. I don't even know if we had like a Christmas. We didn't have dinner. We had slices of apples and crackers because
Oh
we were so
no!
sick. Yeah,
Oh
that was
no!
it. And nobody else was home. Actually, my dad was home. My dad was downstairs.
What did they eat for dinner?
I don't know. I cannot say. We were too sick.
I'm so sorry. I should have brought you over some turkey. I made a huge turkey dinner. They were complete opposite.
I would not have been able to eat it.
Oh,
I
okay.
was too sick. But I always envied my friends during holidays because I love turkey. I love mashed potatoes. I love cranberry sauce. I love Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts with bacon. You have to have bacon and like grated cheese on there. I loved all of it except for stuffing. I hate stuffing.
You haven't tried my stuffing.
I'll try your stuffing and then I'll decide if I like
I
stuffing
made
or not.
homemade stuffing this year and it was bomb. I did it with a fresh baguette and I roasted my own crouton, made my own croutons, and then I used the jus from the turkey and made it myself. It was good. I was nervous because it was my first time making homemade stuffing, but it was good. Next time, I mean, if you weren't sick, yes, I would definitely have you over. But I made a huge feast. And my mom was like, "You're crazy. Why did you make so much food?" I'm like, I have lots of leftovers. That's why. But I don't just make turkey. I'm very serious about turkey making because it's the aftermath of what you can make it. I tried to make Monica from Friends sandwich. I made her moist maker sandwich, which was also very yummy. I tried to make a Taiwanese turkey and turkey and rice dish, which is very popular in Taiwan, and I did not know that until I went over there. So then I tried to mimic that, also very good. I'm not just tooting my own horn because my husband says it's good. So I take his advice.
Husband approved.
Husband approved. And then I made, this is also a very popular one, making turkey congee.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I love a turkey congee. My mom asked me to save the bones and the extra fixing. She's like, can you save half your turkey bones for me so that I can make turkey congee? I'm like, yes, mom, as always. I gave her all the innards and stuff like that too. So I'm like, I'll roast it for you, but you can use it for whatever you want to do after. So I always have to do that. And then afterwards, I can just make sandwiches or I make just anything. Did you ever just eat ham from the fridge?
I hated ham. Okay. I have to explain though. So when we were young, my parents worked like day and night. They worked like dogs. They had so much going on for them. I do feel bad because in the moment when I was young, I really resented them for the food that they gave me.
Was it a sandwich?
I always got just dry bread.
Oh.
And a piece of ham that was like, you know that packaged ham that has the gooey liquid inside? It was like rank. I don't know what that was, but they always put the same packaged ham, not even like good bologna or anything. It was like rank.
Is there good bologna though?
There's good bologna. I've had good bologna. Okay,
that's true. You married a Spanish person.
Yes. I've had good bologna, but this was like something else. Something you would find in I'm not even gonna say
no name brand.
It was definitely something very cheap. And it had like this liquid in it, and they would just slap it on a piece of bread. Like nothing, no sauce or anything, like no mayonnaise or mustard or anything. And I would just have it in this little container, and it would be day after day after day. Unless my mom decided that she was going to give me hot lunch, which is like fried rice.
Yeah.
You know, the classics.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, it was just bread and this disgusting piece of ham. And most of the time, I never ate.
Oh.
I would always throw it directly in the garbage, or I forgot to throw it in the garbage because I didn't want to get in trouble for not eating my lunch. And I would have to bring it home and then find a way to sneakily throw it in the garbage before my parents checked my bag.
Okay, we were same thing in that sense. We were the same way in that sense. I also did not like sandwiches because first of all, we live in Squamish. It's very cold most of the time there. It's not like Vancouver, I don't know, or like maybe it's warmer in Vancouver, I don't know. But it was very cold in Squamish, and I do not like cold food. And my parents also were terrible at making sandwiches, but mine would put tomatoes in it.
Oh no!
So it would be wet and soggy all the time. So my bread was not dry like yours, but it was just wet and soggy. And I'm like, it's mush at this point. I don't like any of this, but I did like the ham. I'm like, you just give me that. So I did like the luncheon, the luncheon, right? The packs.
Yes.
I love those, and I saw like my friends have it, and I was like, I want that. But then my parents would be like, no, probably because it costs a lot of money, and they're like, I can just make you food. So I don't know what happened or what made my parents change. Maybe my complaining did it. So I would always get hot lunches ever since. So my mom would always make me like, yeah, fried rice. I even got instant noodle once, even though it was soggy. But I was like, whatever, it's better than my soggy bread. I don't care. And then that's when it became a little tricky about the Chinese food that I would get at school, because then my mom would give me ham yu with rice, and ham yu is salted dried fish, and it's very seafoody and it's smelly. So yeah, that raised a lot of eyebrows at school. And then sometimes I would get the head with the eyeballs.
Oh,
right.
The best part.
I can't remember if we talked about that before, but excuse me. Yeah, so I got that, and then people would be like, ew, Janice is eating fish eyes, the eyeballs of a fish. And I'm like, oh God.
Okay, which is funny though, because when we were young, we would fight over the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Did you ever fight over the eyeballs at home?
Yeah.
We would fight over the eyeballs. Like, I'm not talking about like steamed fish. The typical steamed fish with the
Wait, you didn't eat
onions.
That? Okay.
Yeah, of course we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I'm not talking about the ham yu anymore. I'm talking about the like steamed fish.
Yeah,
we would fight over the eyeballs. We would always be fighting over the face. Yeah.
Oh God.
Okay, so what about which kind of holidays specifically would you eat like turkey dinners, and then Chinese New Year you would do what?
So if I'm talking about nowadays, or you're talking about
No, when we were like back then. Did you do Easter? Did you do?
no, I actually no. It was just Thanksgiving
Oh,
and
just Thanksgiving,
and
Christmas.
Christmas and Lunar New Year was a big one. I think like Easter for Chinese culture is when we go to the cemetery and sweep. That's what we did during Easter time. Did you do that?
We had to go to the cemetery a lot, actually.
Yeah, we did that during Easter time. We would go visit like grandparents, sweep their tombstones,
Like
and
the
then
incense.
like the incense, yeah, and then we would just feast, but it would just be like any kind of food. But obviously, yeah, mostly Chinese food as well too. And then because we had to, give our offerings in Chinese food, so like a steamed chicken of some sort, and then some baos and buns and stuff like that. So ultimately, we would, and then we have to eat that after, right? Because after you give the offerings, then you have to eat it anyways, which makes sense because or else you're gonna like waste it. I don't think you can just burn it to them. Then we're just creating fires at that point. But it was really good food, so I was not complaining.
Guys,
Don't waste it.
don't waste it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wasting is a no-no. That's why, like Asian culture, we just use up every single part of the body.
Definitely.
And I think that was a bit of a shock to me being in Squamish because some of them like their hunting and stuff like that. But if they saw like a whole body of like an animal, then they would get freaked out.
I think the head also is something that they're not really used to eating parts of because, for example, the tongue.
Oh yeah, the tongue's really good.
Yeah, that's something that, or like the tripe.
I love tripe.
I don't think that it's something that's very common that they would, or like chicken feet. Oh my gosh, the first time that I brought one of my best friends for dim sum, and they tried chicken feet. I don't even know if they tried it. I think they just looked at it and was like, "Oh my gosh, you're not gonna eat that, right?" And of course, I ate it because it's delicious. But I think that the disgust from their face of just like, "Oh my god, that is a chicken foot. You're going to eat it?"
Yep.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna eat that.
Yeah. I really like chicken knees.
Okay, yeah.
I like the chicken knees because it's like crunchy but soft. But I think I like the crunchy part of it. So
the cartilage.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like the crunchy part of it. I did one thing when I was in elementary school was because every weekend we go out to Chinatown to do our Chinese grocery run, and for some reason I don't even know how it came about, but I brought one of my good friends at that time, and we were like grade 5, grade 6. I brought her out to Vancouver with me to tour her around Chinatown because she's never been before.
Oh, that must have been an eye opener.
Oh my god, I think I gave her a culture shock because we went to the fish market.
I was just thinking the fish market.
Yeah, and she would see all the live fish. She's like, "Oh my god, are they gonna kill it?" I'm like, "Yeah, they are. That's where we get our fresh fish from." And this is not all normal to me, but she was like, oh my god," just looking at everything here. She's like, "What's that? What's that?" And I'm like explaining everything to her. And then of course, someone was buying the fish, and she's like, "Oh, what are they gonna do with that?" I'm like, "They're going to butcher the fish."
They smack it with that rod, that wooden rod they have back there, right?
Back in the day, they're a little bit more rough when you're in Chinatown.
They just chop its head off?
Well, no, they did the slamming with the hammer, but they did it so hard the guts flew out and actually hit us. They actually got some. It flew over the edge because there's quite a distance.
Yeah,
and it actually flew out. And she's like, "I think I got some fish guts on me." And luckily, she wasn't that disgusted because then afterwards we walked away, and she said, "I want to go back again." Okay, yeah,
okay. But to be fair, back then it was actually kind of gross, even for a child
to see that.
Like an Asian child to see that in Chinatown because they would butcher the fish and then they would leave the guts on the floor and then they would just wash all of it onto the street.
Yes, that's true. That's why it smelled really bad.
You could smell it from like 4 doors down, even more probably.
You could smell it through the whole block.
Yeah, you could smell it through the whole block. It was really it's pretty traumatizing.
I agree, but that's where we got our good stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So how about at school, like in an elementary or I guess not high school, but elementary school? Were you ever asked about your traditions or how you
Hmm.
celebrated? Were you ever called upon, let's just say?
To educate someone about it?
Exactly.
Oh, that's such a good question. The simple answer is no.
You never got asked?
No, like at school, no one asked about.
No teacher asked you?
I'm trying to think about it. No. No one asked, like, what do you like to do at home or try to get to know my culture?
Interesting.
None. Did you?
I did, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think it's because we had two teachers who looked Asian to me.
Well, that's
I
racist.
know, I know one was definitely Asian, okay? His last name was Lam. Lum.
Okay.
Lam or Lum.
Okay.
And but he was really Canadianized. He was like super westernized. But he actually in his class, I think it was like grade 4 or 5, he asked me if I could teach this class how to do, like how to write number 1 to 10 in Chinese. So I
Oh.
actually handed out like Chinese school papers, you know, the ones with the blocks,
Oh.
squares all over the
Yeah.
place. And I actually showed them on the board 1 through 10, and
Wow.
everybody had their own papers and they wrote 1 through 10 on them. But
That's really cool.
and he also asked me to share a little bit about Chinese New Year, and of course, when you're young, I think I remember talking about like the Chinese zodiac signs,
Yeah.
and I didn't know what all the Chinese zodiac signs were at that time.
So what did you say?
I don't remember. I just remember being asked the Chinese zodiac signs, and I was like, I think you're this. I don't even know who
So
I was
you're
talking
playing
to.
psychic at this
I was
point?
totally playing something. I don't because they put me on the spot, and I was like, think of an animal. Think of an animal.
Wow. That's really interesting. No, I don't remember anyone actually ever asking me about things like that. I would always try to tell my friends about these things, but I don't think it really meant anything to them. So it's not like they would keep asking me about it. And I think a lot of the times, so this is very important. I think most of the time I was trying to avoid being Chinese. So
Mm,
that's why it wouldn't come up.
interesting.
I know it sounds, obvious but not obvious, but most of the time I was trying to just be one of them. So I wouldn't bring it up, even though I really do love my Chinese culture and heritage, and some things are just worth holding on to. But most of the time, I was trying to be someone I wasn't.
Almost suppress it.
Yeah. So I would have two types of identities. Outside, I'm just Canadian. Inside the house, I was full Chinese, listening to Chinese music, watching Chinese shows, talking in Cantonese to my parents. That was me. Outside, I'm listening to Backstreet Boys, I'm listening to Destiny's Child, I'm listening to Usher. That was a different era.
Mm.
We're eating pizza and pasta and watching the boys do skateboard tricks, which they were terrible
Oh my gosh, they were so awkward.
at. It was a skater boy era that we were living
Oh, and they
in.
were so grungy with their long hair.
Yeah, that's another topic. We'll talk into that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about pop culture in the next couple episodes. That was, man, because everyone's bringing that back in TikTok and all the stories and
What,
stuff.
grunge culture?
Yeah, like they just want to be like us when we were, all that stuff. They brought
The fashion,
the
yes, the
fashion,
tearaways.
the Adidas. I'm gonna say it correctly, or else my husband will kill me. Adidas tearaways, which I also had too.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm digressing, but yeah, no, I was trying to be someone else at that time, so it didn't really come up. But I will say one thing, and it really stayed with me till this day. Was I think I was in grade 7, and we had our own journal notebook that we were learning calligraphy in. And we were assigned to decorate our notebook, whatever we want, do some sort of coloring design. We were encouraged to really make it creative. And I wanted to make mine with a Chinese character. So I wrote gum as in gold, and I made it really big, and I made it very simple. and pretty. And she was really, I don't know, I don't know why she was upset, but she was really upset that we all didn't create put enough creativity, and then just happened by chance she grabs mine in front of the whole class and she said, "What is this?"
No way.
Yeah, she said, "What is this? What is this?" And I said, "It means gold in Chinese." And then she said, "Oh," and then puts it down. She's like, "Well, anyways, you guys need to put some more effort into it, blah, 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 blah." And I was like really shook at that point. I'm like,
No wonder you want to shut yourself out.
yeah. So I like even had teachers that weren't very open with it. I mean, they had to be safe about it, but at the same time, I could just know when someone's welcoming culture,
Yes,
right?
of course.
So I think growing up, you have that ability to sense whether you're going to welcome me or not based on how you're reacting. And that to me will determine how much I want to share with you as a person, as part of culture, everything. If I don't see you being welcoming, then yes, I will not also share as well.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But to conclude, this has been a really good episode. So, is there any traditions that you still want to share with your kids?
Hot pot.
Me too, actually. Hot pot. I agree. I mean, they had some turkey, but yeah, I think hot pot because hot pot is really fun.
It's so fun.
It's
You
really
cook your own
interactive.
food. There's so many different varieties of everything that you can put in there. Flavors. Oh my gosh, the sauce. Everyone has their own different types of sauce.
Hot pot is really coming back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
for
trending
sure. Yes.
now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy how much gimmicks that they add on to the hot pot culture now.
Yes, for sure. Like if I think about, I don't know, there's Cho, there's Big Way, there's Heidi Lao,
Yep.
there's I don't know how many.
I've been to the Heidi Lao here, but I've seen the ones in China. Like you can go get a manicure while you're waiting for your table. I know. I want to go to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, the one at Brentwood, they have arcade games.
Yes, I saw that.
That's
we were just
fun.
there recently. Yep, we were just there recently.
And-
But be mindful of when they do the noodle show because apparently my sister saw one of the noodles was like it almost like hit somebody in the face or like grazed the floor, and they still chopped it up and put it inside their.
I mean, it
They're
gets
boiling.
boiled.
It gets boiled, sure, but I mean that's kind of gross.
That's true. Speaking of hitting the face, they whipped my daughter in her eye. My poor baby girl. She was okay, but I actually have it on video. She's like, "They got me. They got me." And I was asking her, I'm like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm good, but they got me." But yes, hot pot is not that dangerous,
No,
everyone. It shouldn't be that dangerous.
It's not. When you're at home, it's not dangerous at all.
All right. Well, that concludes this episode. Thank you so much for listening, and be safe out there when you're having hot pot.
Watch your eyes. Wear some goggles.
Yes. Yes. Thank you again for listening, and please stay tuned for more episodes. This is Fresh Off the Bluff.